my wimpy palate be able to tell that difference? And will I prefer one over the other? So let's get into it. Well, here I have two pours in front of me. I don't know which one is which. I did pour these myself, but the labels on the bottom, I don't know which one's which. I want to see, what does my palate think? What does my nose think, you know? So first of all, let's just look at these. Oh man, should have washed these glasses better. They're dirty. So looking at this, they're very similar in color. If I'm going to say anything, that this one on my left is just a tiny bit darker than the other. Even in this light, just a tiny bit. All right, let's swirl these around a little bit. Well, interesting. This one actually sticks to the glass a lot better than this one. This one's already running, has some running legs on it going down, and this one's just starting to. Let me actually, I mean, these legs, they're starting to form, but they're not as runny as this one. I'm just going to do it one more time. And yeah, look, they run pretty quick. So interesting. On the glass, this one seems to be more viscous than this one. Let's just start. I'm going to start with this one on the nose. You know, smells like a nice low proof bourbon. You know, it is bottle and bond, so it's 100. It smells a little bit like corn on it. You get a little bit of, you know, light caramel, but not a whole bunch on that nose. For some reason, this one actually smells sweeter. Still that corn, still that caramel. On either one, I don't really get any vanilla. It's funny, on the nose, this one actually smells like it's a little bit higher proof, which, you know, they're both bottle and bond, so it shouldn't be. So on the nose, they're both pretty equal. There's nothing very significant about them. There's nothing that's, you know, hitting me in the face thinking one better than the other. As I said, this one just a little tiny bit sweeter, and when I would smell the bottom of it, that alcohol would hit my nose a little bit more astringent, but not really that much of a difference. So, all right, let's go for the first taste. For 100 proof, that's actually just a good pour. Nice on the tongue, covers the mouth, covers the tip in the middle. Minimal spiciness. You get that caramel, you get that sweetness. A little bit of char in there as well. You know, kind of a little bit of a butterscotch as well. All right, let's go on for this one. So, just like on the nose, a little bit more astringent on the tongue. Interesting, this one smells sweeter, but this one actually tasted sweeter. This one tastes interesting. It tastes less aged to me, and I don't know if there's a difference in age with them besides, you know, in the bottle. It has a little bit more of like acidic taste on the tongue. But that, you know, I didn't cleanse in between, so I'm gonna, when I go back through, I'm gonna grab a water, a cleanse in between, and kind of really go into the taste a little bit more. So that's what I'm thinking for the first round. I actually think this one's just a tiny bit ahead, especially on that tongue. The way it hit it better, the way it was sweeter. But as I said, I didn't cleanse between, so that's what we're gonna do.